and watching a Southwest University commercial with a person who's talking about different professions they can be if they go to college and compete with other people over money, right? With a supermodel type voice and stuff. I can do that theoretically, And, they always have attractive people on those Southwest University things. Physically attractive. I shouldn't say attractive. Sexually desirable to sex-crazed people. How's that? Because I can't tell you how many girls in high school, some in college, mostly in high school, okay, that were very sexually desirable that I could not stand. First you think, wow, she's really attractive. Then you sit back and you watch them. And they're mean to people like that. I'm pretty sure Mom didn't like Dolly Parton because she probably in lots of ways reminded her of those hot little blondes at Jefferson High School in San Antonio. You a rebel or a damn Yankee? Goddamn nigger and spake lover, right? And so Mom couldn't stand, you ate mini shit, right? And so Mom was like, no, she hated mean people. Take that and that, when she, little old Mary Poop, Shirley Temple beat the shit out of the officer's daughter that was a snot. She's supposed to get a spanking, and Grandpa went, tell your mom I spanked you. I'm so proud of you. Don't let that get out. You beat her ass. And she got away with it. She did. She got away with it. Oh, she didn't get away with it. The other little girl deserved it. You don't get away with it when someone's a snot. Someone needs to eat many shit to stop feeding people shit. They need their ass kicked. My mom didn't get away with kicking that officer's daughters, but the little girl deserved it. The dad should have done it. We got to love one another in faithful peace and be strong and beautiful, right? So you got to understand people. And when you're watching these soccer matches, these people fight like hell for millions of dollars to be an elitist because they're already genetically predisposed to thusly, like supermodels and singers and actresses and dancers and poets and artists. Okay, they want recognition because they're great. Okay, there's not an ounce of humility in them. There's how much Vincent van Gogh in the world? Starry, starry night. Right? There's very few of us that connect to Vincent. And that Vincent, we love Vincent because we know Vincent loves us. There's very few. You think you do, it's just because you're feeling sorry for your fucking self. Vincent van Gogh tried to get the Irish people from being tortured by the rich people where he was sent to serve as a priest. Tried to get the poor people to be empathetic and show respect to the poor. And then when he tried to do that, they abused the poor even more. So the Irish were like, get out of here. You get us nothing but in trouble. You're supposed to act like a priest that tells us to, swallow the bitter pill and go to a magic place of heaven and Jesus while the boss goes to hell and gets tortured on South Park, right? And all that magical thinking bullshit that the wealthy and the aggressive have shoved down people's throats for thousands of years because they want you to clean your toilet, make your meals, and do laundry, and suckle their kids because they don't want their breasts to sag when they're in their 40s. You know how they are. I'm glad Raquel Welch just signed $1 million pact. And Margaret's got a new show in Vegas. I'm glad, and they say to have her hair done, Liz flies all the way to France. But here in Topeka, the wash needs a hanging. One needs a spanking and one needs one's on the way. Stay away from the bars and tell your war buddies you follow orders to murder over a paycheck and you're nothing like Jesus. You need to get the hell on up out of this house. Okay, do you understand? Well, I believe in my ability to speak with people without using a cell phone or a computer. But they have people, they got friends in low places, so I put my headphones on to put some sun on my legs. Of course, they're playing Patrick songs with lots of Gypsy King and stuff, and lots of songs that someone from Bronx, New York might like, right? So we're sitting there talking. She's, you need to quit, eating so much processed sugar and eat more fruits and vegetables and help your body clean out. You're not helping it any. You act like a guy who you tell not to go home and drink beer because he's tired of getting killed by Roundup all day to pay for his family's extortion. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like, just go away, leave me alone. Well, there's a huge difference. Mrs. Bronx Tale. Okay. I'll tell you why. Okay. Shouldn't I be able to eat what I want because I'm a healthy person? And then be healthy and have a good night's sleep and an excellent romantic and sex life. 6 o'clock already. I was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Yvonne DiCarlo by a crystal blue Gila stream. I'm Herman Munster. What was my little Munster? So I'm like sitting there and I don't want to talk about it because you don't know what it's like to be healthy and strong and not be self-destructive, challenge people that murder people over a paycheck and brain chemical addiction, and then be tortured from it. There's nobody on the planet that I know of that knows what it's like to be healthy, strong, and protecting, faithful, courageous, and kind, and get tortured by egomaniacs, and then have egomaniacs tell you, you need to get out here and get more sun. I need to live in the Gila, free from debt and trespass, in a house that doesn't have a mortgage. What do you need? To shut up and stop talking to me. Why don't you go ask Eddie Murphy for help? He'll sing. You guys can sing reggae songs about Jah. Jah's not a man. Okay, Jah is the term of endearment and affection, meaning the word God in African dialects like Allah and Jehovah. There is no God but God, and God is not begotten, nor is God begotten. God always is, always has been, and always will be. Just because a bunch of assholes who turn it into a secular murdering cult take the word and try to turn it into their fucked up perception doesn't mean the word Jah means a living man. I'm not a fucking sellout. I'm a man who saves us from having to feel like we have to be tribal, secular, insular, and sell out to murder. I'm pissed. I'm tired. Fucking people. You fucking people are mean, man. NASA, you suck. Can't think of an organization in the history of the entire world right now that you guys have hit like the apex of sucking. You couldn't suck any harder. I have to sit there and get sun on my legs to help clean out like poisons from light vitamin deprivation from depression and abuse and stuff. And I see the goddamn fucking chemtrails from the airplanes that fly over. Why are we doing that? Business. Why are we doing that? Business. It's none of your business. It's business. Forgive, debt, and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful, peace. Get your ass to Psalms and get your ass to Proverbs. Oh yeah, that ball was out. And stop being such a piece of shit. God, you people suck. I think the Bronx lady has brain damage, like my spouses and my kids, and just about everybody I know. And no, you'll sit there and overthink everything. Well, no, he's got to be wrong. Oh, 2 and 2 is 4. Life is eternal. Grace is infinite. Share, care, given according to need, built to last. Okay? So let's forgive debt and trespass, love one another. They can't love one another in eternal, faithful peace. They don't know how to love. Okay? I got to learn to love myself. Why? You suck. Okay? Try loving others. Okay? Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Oh, there you go. Now you're loving. As far as loving yourself, you won't have to. Other people will love you. They won't turn you into a goddamn comic book character that they need more money to kill each other with flag. I'm sitting there watching these guys all sing their national anthems on these football games going, they're so excited to sing these fucking war songs because they're getting lots of money to do this. Oh, 15 grand for the winner and only $750, 7,500 for the losers. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Was it Don Maynard? Remember when they had him on the El Paso News? We wanted that extra 7,500, man. We were fighting like hell for that extra 7,500. They all beat the shit out of each other for 7,500. Hey, is that a bag of silver? Why don't you go get it? Go tell old Caligula and Claudius and I knew, Caesar, that you want to do the palace, be a road show. Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. You want to be a gimmick, a circus gimmick like Shaquille O'Neal and Dennis Rodman and Donald Trump. And Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump's daughter, and Justice Ginsburg, and Justice Sotomayor, and Scalia, and Roberts, and Clarence Thomas. You're a circus gimmick. You get everybody into the tent so you can abuse them with your delusions of power, Dr. Zodiac, Treasure Island's Charlie Channers. Got to sell that popcorn and licorice, huh? Got to sell Coca-Cola. Yeah, I was behind a Coca-Cola truck the other day coming home from the hardware store. It's like, wouldn't you rather have clean water than a soda sold to you by a billionaire in a carbon emission poisoning tire particle vehicle that causes birth defects in babies?